Hello, welcome to another layout update. Or I should say, welcome back to the layout, as it's been quite a while since the last video. Sorry about that, I've been quite busy with work and other things that have kept me away from the layout. As it's been such a long time, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the whole layout and show you what's been done since the last video. Starting in this corner, you can see that the inner track now has ballast. This runs all the way up along here and up to the incline here. You can also see that there's a large piece of wood there now. This has been cut to shape and has been fitted in. It's not screwed down, but it is in the right shape and the right size, and it does fit properly. There are some wooden supports underneath. There's one of them you can just see. The ballast there has been glued down all the way along, even to the points. The wiring you can see there is the power for the track. Apologies if you can hear my breath a little bit strong on the audio. Unfortunately, it's so incredibly cold in here at the moment, it's very hard to make the video. But I wanted to do this anyway, so you can actually get a chance to see what's been going on. As you can see, there's a large piece of white foam that runs across here. This has been glued down. This area is going to be the TMD or diesel yard or something to that effect. The reason for the foam, if I bring this down here, that might make it a bit more obvious. I've put two pieces together there with one of the inspection pits. The idea is that by having the foam here, I can put inspection pits in this area without having to make a hole in the woodwork. Just makes it a bit easier. Moving back to over here, you may be able to see some pencil lines drawn on the wood there, right in the centre of the shot, starting just about where those wires are and coming along here off the edge, and then continuing on the foam. The idea here is that this will be a road. So it will start off up there with the track. That will either be a level crossing or a bridge, but I'm not sure if I can get the height change in there or not yet, so I'll have to see what happens. But it'll come down from there, across here, right next to the tunnel portal. You can just see the lines there, hopefully, across here. Excuse the under construction wall pieces there. And then the lines come along here again. And you can see they move away from the track slightly. If I back the camera out a little bit, you can see that the road moves along at a sort of a safe-ish distance from the track. It's going to be a little bit narrow here, but that's going to be the platform between the road and the track, obviously. The idea is to have a small wall between the two, not very high, just enough to sort of keep the area separate. This bit along the front here, on this side of the road, will be the track going into the TMD area. I've got this track from pretty much from this corner all the way along here up to here, all planned out. I've taken it out for the moment just because it's easier to work on the area. The idea is that the track will run parallel to the main line, or the station, along this part. There'll be a load of points in this area roughly, and then it gets onto the foam area. Now the idea is that the tracks will move in a curve around here, sort of following the camera shot, and stop somewhere around this area. And that will leave a gap in this area here, actually roughly where that inspection pit just happens to have been left. This area here I'm going to put in a shed building, probably that one that's at the back there. It will be repaired and made to look a little bit better than it currently is. I also have another one. I recently bought one of those, which I haven't built yet. That will be assembled as well, and it may go in here with that one if it's space, or just instead of that one, somewhere in this area here. Depending on how well that one can be repaired or is tidied up, that may go here, or the other one may go here. It really depends on how that one is fares. Move around here. Some minor changes over here, or at least I think they were since last time. You can see some ballast on this bit. The ballast now runs from there all the way along the back, underneath this foam. Sorry, that's just piled up there in the way. You can see it come out the end here, and it joins up to that bit. This piece of wood will be removable. It still is. By moving here, you can probably just see how it's been done. Basically, the point is its normal size, so where the point stops, there will be a rail joiner. That's where I've made the cut in the wood. The wood stops, and then there's the foam for the rest of the track. The back part of the wood there actually curves round it, so it looks like it's the same piece, but it's actually just moving across. Over here you can see that the wood has a piece cut out for the foam to come into it. And again, this is just the track has been cut. I have rail joiners on the track, and these can be moved across to connect the track up with a pair of pliers or something. The sleepers that are under the track there aren't actually attached to the rails, they're just stuck to the foam and the ballast underneath. This allows the rail joiners to slide across. There'll be another tunnel portal somewhere out there. The exact location will be somewhere between the end of the wood and over there, probably about where that track is, but probably somewhere between the two. Not quite sure where yet. The exact location will be determined by how well the portal fits with the trains going the corner. Because the corner starts about a couple of inches in from the end, and then it goes around underneath here. But with the Mark III and Mark IV coaches, they tend to sort of overhang a bit, and they tend to hit the tunnel portals if they're not going straight on. So what we'll have to do there is probably raise the tunnel up a little bit. You can probably just see there's some track bed foam just hiding underneath the wood there. That's what that's for. This piece of track here that's comes off of the hill, the second track, has been glued along this section here, around this corner, and it stops at that joint there. The idea of this is that it's going to come all the way across here. The track will continue straight a little bit further, then it will curve round here across all of the tracks. And if you notice the white masking tape there, that's showing the absolute limit to how far right in the camera shot that it can go, because there's a door just here off the shot that you can't see, and that's where the door comes to. The track that's coming this way will then go into a raise-up bridge, and it will join on to the extension, which hasn't been built yet but is still planned. If I move back round to the other side of the layout, the bridge line here will continue round, and then we'll jump over the two mainline tracks there and head off towards the extension from this side. As you can see, there's a lot of track lying around down here in this area at the moment. This is because I'm currently considering changing the mainline position. At the moment, it runs off of the overhead bridge. If I just pull this back down again, because it's up at the moment. So we go across here. As you can see, it goes straight to the corner there. But if you see these two inner tracks that stop short, they've just been pushed across so that trains could run round temporarily. But they actually do fit running across here, and then this route straight across the corner, and then it can join on to the existing curve over here under the bridge. The idea here is to bring some of the point work further out, make the track a bit more interesting, and allow for a more scenic tunnel portal over here somewhere. The other reason for the change is I need to make another connection somewhere in this area. Could be pretty much anywhere in this area, but somewhere around here or up to here, to connect into the TMD diesel yard. The track that's coming across here like that is one of the ideas at the moment. It will then curve and cut across this corner here and go along here. And of course there's the site of the TMD. Moving back round to this part again. This whole section was originally going to be part of a big hill. Pretty much right from the front here all the way to the back was going to be raised up to the same height as the bridge line track. The idea was to have a sawmill somewhere in this area with a couple of tracks for it to collect the wood or drop off lumber, etc. Another reason for moving the running lines in from the outside is that it will allow the bridge line here to take a wide curve, jump across them there, and then there can be supports in this area to hold the track up. This allows the bridge line to have a much more gentle, wider curve, and then it can move off the edge into the extension. I'm still intending to put the sawmill on the top. It's probably somewhere in the middle now. I'll move it over to the right slightly. I also have some ideas for the very front area along here where this track is, but I'm not sure if it will fit yet. I won't know that until I actually figure out the junction at the back there. That's about it for this update. Thanks for watching. Hopefully now that I'm back at the layout again, I'll be able to make videos more often. So hopefully I'll see you all soon. Thanks. Bye.